All right, hello, and welcome to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. I'm going to adjust the camera. I got to get into the habit of doing that. It's not a great job. Hello to everybody streaming online and watching on the television, and our usual listeners on Joppa Radio. We do the show every Tuesday and Thursday. We try to bring in as many interesting guests as possible, and boy, oh boy, have we done that today. I think the biggest crowd that we've ever had on the radio show here is in the house today, so we've managed to get a lot of Amebury Little Leaguers into the studio here. They're already here and ready to go, so I'm going to kind of get out of the way in just a moment and meet all these guys, but I promised you that after a little miscommunication the other day, I was going to make sure to have these guys on, and in the house we have the Amebury Little Leaguers today, so those guys will be up here in just a moment. They made a great Williamsport run, and we got a lot of uniforms. They look really good. This is probably the best looking crew we've had in a long time. So we'll do that in just a second. Don't forget, you can follow the show at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter. That is at Joppa, J-O-P-P-A, Afternoons on Twitter. Getting late into the summer here, so we tend to pick up with guests and stuff here in just a couple weeks when the kids get back to school. But feel free to shoot us some cool summer idea guests or anything like that at the Twitter account. Always a good idea. And shoot us any interactive questions you like. We like to stay interactive. I'll check the questions as we go if we get any, and do all that good stuff. But on that note, I am going to get out of the way. We'll take our first quick break right now, and we'll be back with the Amebury Little League squad. You have a lot of really cool kids to meet here in just one moment, so keep it here. Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. We'll be right back. All right, welcome on back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. We have a very, very big crew in the house today, as you will see here in just a moment. We have the Amebury Little Leaguers in the house, led by head coach Greg Genualdo. Did I get it right, Coach?
Yep.
I've nailed it. He said, as you can imagine, a lot of people might screw that name up, but the coach has brought his squad in. They had an unbelievable run. You probably read about it in the newspapers, and maybe you were lucky enough to get out and see these kids play some ball a little bit, but great Williamsport run, and now they're finishing up at a tournament in Tewksbury here. But well, we'll start with the coach. Coach Genualdo, how are you? I'm going to have you grab that microphone and just introduce yourself there behind the sea of red.
Yeah, my name is Craig Genualdo. I was fortunate enough and humbled enough to be able to coach these guys with Derek Sheldoni and Pete Arsenault this summer, and I'm their coach, but they're a phenomenal group of young men.
What a run you guys had.
Yeah. What
a run. You ended up, you met Danvers at the end, right?
Yeah. So we made it through the prelims and we got into the Final Four, and we had a couple great wins against Beverly, and Danvers beat us once, and then we had to beat them twice in the finals. We got them 6-0 in the first championship game to force the deciding game. and they kind of got us in the end. But they're still alive. They won the sectional. They're in the state finals. So we got knocked out by a classy team with classy coaches and players that are super, super talented. So it was an incredible run. We got awesome support from our mayor, Ken Gray, from all of our parents and everybody in the league, and people, even with younger kids in the league. So it was an incredible, incredible few weeks.
Yeah, and Amebury hadn't been to you hadn't been to a final in many years. It was the first group that had kind of got you back,
in a
right?
while, yeah. So I don't know what the exact history is. We had never won a district title, and so that was kind of our vision along the way, and the carrot on the end.
Not easy to do.
No, especially when some of the leagues are 3 times your size and some of the towns are 3 times your size. But we pushed the envelope. We made it all the way to the end. I think that had maybe happened once before. I don't know exactly, but these guys did a tremendous amount of work and worked together and worked well and really maxed out.
And we'll get to meet your guys here in just a second. But, Coach, one thing I don't think people realize if you're not involved in it is when you get to the Williamsport level, this is the cream of the crop of the little leaguers. It's the to double practices, the two-a-day sessions, right, during the summer. I mean, these kids literally give up their summer to play ball for.
And so one of the things that was an incredible thing to watch was the commitment they made to one another and the commitment they made to the task at hand. We probably had at least 20 practices. We had double sessions. We had practiced during that brutal heat wave 3 days in a row, and we practiced in the rain every single day, and not one kid ever missed a practice. Families made a tremendous sacrifice to not go away and made it a commitment to have them there. And
not one missed practice?
Not one missed practice by one player.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, and that's rare. The commitment they made to one another and to our goal was huge, and at the end of the day, that's what I'm taking away from it.
All right, cool. Well, let's meet the gang here. Let's go left to right here. We'll start with number 22 over there.
My name's Aiden Donovan.
Aiden, what position do you play?
I play third base.
All right, the hot corner, very good. It's my position back in the day. Number 9.
My name's Hunter Belial. I play right field.
All right, Hunter. Who's in the... Yep, go ahead.
My name's Drew Sheldoni. I played center field and first base.
Oh, another Drew in the house. Very good.
My name's Shane Paracello. I play backup center field.
All right.
Hello, my name is Drew Genualdo. I played left field.
Another Drew. Wow.
Hi, my name is Reese Jazowski, and I also play left field.
All right. Did we miss somebody? Who's this in the middle? Who's hiding in the middle there?
Well, this was our team mascot.
Hi.
Go ahead, say your name.
My name is Logan Genualdo, and
and he's a 9-year-old all-star team. He's one of the many players that's the future of our league. So.
All right. So who was the step right up? Well, usually you can tell by who grabs the microphone first. But who was the loudmouth captain on the team here? Kind of who talked the most? All right. They pointed to you. 22. I'm not going to remember all your names, so I like the fact that you're wearing numbers.
I was the loudmouth.
That's good. Every team needs one of those, right? Are you like the team comedian too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. So most of the team agrees, so that's a good thing.
Builds the best sandcastles when coach is trying to explain stuff.
Sandcastles. A little bored on those summer days. Practice. What was it like doing the 2-a-day practices every day here for Williamsport?
Well, waking up early, 8:45. Couple days a week.
Waking up early, 8:45.
And then we'd have practice again at 5. It was hard, but it got easier as we started doing it more.
Excellent. All right, let's go. How about you? Right here. Let's go back to number 9.
It was fun because we got to spend time with our teammates.
That's good. What was it like making this run? You guys, I mean, it gets kind of pressure packed when you start getting into these double elimination games.
We're just having fun, really.
Just keep playing?
Yeah.
Cool. Somebody else want to take that question? What's it like making this run? When did you guys think, you know what, we actually have a chance to maybe get to the championship game here?
Well, we knew all along that we were going to be pretty good. We never really lost confidence the whole way through. We just tried to keep playing and never give up and just take every pitch at a time.
Cool. Who was the guy on the bench that if you got down in a game, besides your coaches, but who would be the guy that would kind of yell, "We're still in this," and that sort of thing? Who was that player?
Probably like Zach. Zach would probably just always remind us that.
Is Zach here? Who's Zach? No. What's Zach's last name?
Hirochu.
Okay.
Zach would always just remind us just to keep playing and
get up at the fence when our teammates were at bat.
Yeah, just always be on rooting for each other, always knowing that always relying on each other, always trusting each other, always knowing that each other can play, just like and do well.
Did you say forget about the fence, meaning the noise from the other side? Is that what you meant?
No. For us to actually like go on the fence and cheer for a team.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
When we were down.
Gotcha. Get up there and support the team. Very good. Were you guys down in any of those games that you came back and won?
I think one.
First game, Beverly.
Few.
Yeah.
A couple.
Beverly's first game. We were down. I think we were down.
We done 2-0.
We were down
Yeah,
2-0.
to the 5th.
Yeah, and then
Trevor hit a grand slam.
yeah.
Grand slam.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So these games, people, so it's I remember my Little League days. It's still 6 innings. It's a quick ball game, right? You get down, it can get away from you quickly. That's why these tournaments are so hard to win, hard to get to these championship games.
I think one of the things that the kids did really well was we try to preach to them to not look at the scoreboard and just to follow the process and trust in the process of every pitch.
Yep.
And try to get to the next pitch. And I know, there's a lot of times they probably rolled their eyes at me, Captain Cheesy or whatever, and they're probably all nodding. But we really did try, because it is emotional, and it's the first time as young athletes that they experience this type of pressure. So we try to give them avenues to deal with that pressure. And I thought, for young kids, they were very mature athletes, and they were receptive to it. And I think we did that, and that's why we were able to come back. And every close game this year we won. We had we played 9 games in the district tournament, and 5 or 6 of them were close. We won all of those games.
Yeah.
So I think that speaks to them and them trusting in each other and trusting what we were trying to do and just try to do what they were supposed to do without worrying about the result. And I think that's a true credit to all 13 of them.
And talk about the pressure that you guys ended up thriving under. You guys end up playing under the bright lights a lot of these night games. You end up seeing your names in the paper, and the community really starts talking about you, but also gets behind you. Do you guys feel that's community support really for your squad?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird and kind of awesome at the same time. Jump in. Coach just tapped you on the head. You're the one. What do you got, 24 there?
Yeah.
Shane, what do you think, buddy?
Manny Ramirez, right? Manny? What do you got? Jump in. How'd you feel that community support and the guys, really the whole town behind you?
Yeah.
That must be a pretty cool feeling. Names in the paper.
Yeah.
It was. Sorry, go ahead.
It made you want to succeed more. So if you were.
Say that again. It made you want to succeed more?
Yeah, it made you want to really succeed more and play better.
Exactly.
You have people behind you.
Exactly. Did you get nervous out there? I mean, you go out to bat.
When we're closing an inning, or whether it's closing the game or a final at bat, you just want to put your all into it.
Yeah. Does it? Did you guys all? I mean, some of those games I know are day games, but the bright.
Some were night.
Some of them are night.
Most of them were night, unless pool play. There was, I think, 2 out of the 4 were night during pool. No, 3 out of the 4 were night during pool play.
So you guys were kind of a team that thrived under the bright lights, which is pretty cool. I think that's good. Pressure players, I guess. Number 8, you had something to say?
I don't know.
When Coach taps you on the shoulder, you gotta jump in. Here, take the microphone for a second. What position did you play again? You were right field?
I played left field.
Left field, all right. What I was always thinking that the first ball of the game, say the first ball of the game is hit your direction. Are you the kind of guy that wants it hit out to you, or are you like, let's get our feet wet here a little bit?
I want it hit to me mostly because, outfield's kind of boring, but that's kind of one of the challenges of it.
Outfield is boring.
Well, yeah, I mean, you sit there for half the game.
Come on.
And then you get one ball, but the problem is during that one ball, you really have to pay attention. So, I don't know, I guess that's just one of the things about outfield.
Yeah, but if you're playing on this team, you're a good ball player, so you know that there's a lot of little things you're doing even when the ball's not hit to you, right?
Yep, backing up.
You got to teach the 8-year-olds out there that don't know any better, right?
And we had different type of pitchers. Some were pitch to contact, some were strikeout pitchers.
Yeah.
So we had different type of pitchers, and we'd always need to be aware of how they pitch. And if someone throws faster than another, maybe we reposition. You'd always
All right,
have
we know who the brains are on the team here, Coach. What position do you play again?
center field.
Okay. A little bit of an up-the-middle guy. That doesn't surprise me. Keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
You always had to be on your feet and know what's going on and where everyone is, and and when you're in center field, you're sort of you call people off in the outfield. You're the main outfielder, I guess. So I just when I'm playing there, I always just try to alert other people on who's pitching. And
Did you ever have one of those embarrassing moments where both guys kind of call for it and you both look at each other and the ball falls in between you?
No.
Never. Good for you.
Not
In
really.
practice.
In practice.
Yeah, practice.
Well, they're double sessions. You're bound to have some mistakes in practice, right?
Yeah.
That is good. Good answer there, Coach. Obviously, Coach, if you make it this far, you're pretty fundamentally sound, which you got to give some credit to the coaching staff there too. I know, you're deflecting all the credit to these kids, but obviously these guys were pretty good at taking advice, and you guys were pretty good at giving it.
Well, we had, so we did have, like I said, we had an excellent coaching staff formally with Derek Sheldoni and Pete Arsenault, who we each kind of had a role. Coach Sheldoni really worked with pitchers and called pitches during the game. Coach Arsenault was really our defensive guy. He put the defense together. We worked on cutoffs and all those other things, and I sort of helped the hitters and the offensive stuff. But more than that, would have other coaches from the league who weren't even officially on staff that would come down and help out.
Isn't that cool? I always loved that.
Yeah, it was really a group effort, and there were guys who didn't have a son on the team who were down there helping. And through the years, we've had clinics with these guys in the winter, and we've kind of coached them for stuff. And we tried to give them the best information that we could, but it's really up to them whether or not they wanted to be a sponge and absorb it, and they did. And they were all together on it. They were links in a chain together. There were 13 guys that really pulled in one direction, and that's hard to do because everybody wants to be the stud. Everybody wants to be the super, and not everybody can.
Yeah.
And so it takes all 13 guys, including guys that are willing to have a lesser role for the greater good of the team. So we had all that, and we brought our lunch pail because we brought our lunch pail to work.
I was wondering what that was. Why don't you hold that up there, bud, so the people can see?
So go ahead.
You sit there.
So
that's the lunch pail a little higher. You've been working out good. There you go. The lunch pail.
Like the Captain Cheesy thing. I'm a big believer in symbols, and so if you open that up, you'd see a chain. You'd see.
Oh, can we do that?
You'd see it. What's up?
Can we do that?
Go ahead. It might be hard. It's old, but go ahead. And we would hang the chain on the dugout, and we were all links in a chain, and we all wanted to bring our lunch pail to work every day. And we have a book in there about making your bed every day. We have a bouncy ball that here. Let me see the bouncy ball. So that bouncy ball has been with this group of kids since we were 8 years old.
Oh, wow, really?
We taught them that after a tough loss or after a tough play, you have to bounce. You can't be an egg and splat. You have to bounce high like a ball. There's 13. Can you hold up the envelopes in there, Drew? So we also have, at the start of the year, we met and each kid privately did their hopes and dreams and aspirations for the season. And so those have never been open. They're going to go back to the kids. It's all private, but everything in that lunch pail that we had to bring to work every day was really, we tried to symbolize who we were. We wanted to be the lunch pail kids. We wanted to be tough and gritty and be a tough out. And really come together and work without complaint and just go about our job the right way.
Wow, good stuff.
Yeah.
What's interesting, and you guys probably don't even notice that yet. And actually, that thing's really heavy. Okay, hold that for a second.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, very good. Excellent. Here, I'm going to put that back in just so it doesn't bang. The microphone's really picking that up for some reason. It's that heavy, I'm telling you. No, don't be sorry. It's cool. You guys probably don't even realize this because you're all 12, is that right?
Yeah.
And pretty much 12. The whole team 12? Yeah. You're just turned 12?
Yeah.
12 and 13. All right, cool. I'm 32, so I got like 20 years on you guys. And literally like 6 months ago, my old Williamsport team started a Facebook thread so we could all get together and talk 20 years later, which is pretty funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this a tight group here? You guys think that something like that might happen to you guys?
Yeah.
Jump on in. Who we got? What number you got back there in the back right? You're 20?
Yeah.
What position were you again?
Left field.
Left field. All right. Go ahead. What were you saying? Close team here or what?
We're definitely close. We've all been friends for a long time, and most of us has been on different teams in the regular season, and we've all just been having a lot of fun together. And, yeah.
So this was the group of you guys. You said you've been together since 8 years old, pretty much, all of you.
Yeah.
So you guys.
Yeah.
So was there that? I mean, you guys were just already ready to go and gelled as a team before you even started this tournament, really.
Yeah, and we've in practice we've had so many jokes that we've made.
Yeah.
And, we do like weird things before the game. And,
You could keep those to yourself.
It was fun just to be part of that team and just always have these fun things we would do before the game, and then when the game started, all of us would just go out and do our business. But we wouldn't when the game was on, we were working hard, but then, like, when the game was off, we were friends again, and we were just having fun.
I mean, to not miss a practice, guys. None of you guys missed practice. I mean, that's incredible. Nobody got a summer sickness. Nobody anything like that. I mean, that must mean it was pretty fun coming to practice.
One guy that had an injured foot, and until the district tournament was over, never told anybody.
Really?
He's not here today, but he practiced the entire time, and he wasn't an every inning guy. But Kyle Panel was a phenomenal teammate, a phenomenal kid, and he was in pain. He came every day, and nobody knew about it till the end.
No kidding.
Another kid who would always be telling people to be on the fence and was always a team player. And you need that kind of pick-me-up too, don't you? It's a long summer the way you guys did it. I mean, think about it. It is the end of July right now, and you guys have been playing baseball all the way since I don't know, when's the first Little League game?
April.
Early April? Late April?
April's regular season,
Yeah. It's a lot of baseball.
Practice in the first week of June, I'm pretty sure, though, right?
Yeah.
Right, Coach?
Yeah. Well, at least for this team.
Yeah.
That is a long run. A lot of ball.
It's funny you said that about your team being from 20 years ago. 'Cause one of the things that, like the coaches and I, is that Jason Aldean song, and they talk about, we don't know where we'll be in 20 years, but we're going to remember someday that we were here.
Yep.
And that's all we ever wanted for these guys, was to create an experience and to create some memories that they'll be able to hold, just like you do with your buddies. Just like, I can tell you that 30 years ago, my buddies and I were lucky enough to play in Lynn. We won a district, and I still text those guys, and we still make fun of the people we played, and, we still tell stories. So you're absolutely right. We just, all we try to do, the winning was nice. We try to create an experience that these guys can hold dear to their heart for a long, long time.
Absolutely. And anybody sick of baseball yet, or?
No.
A unanimous no. Very good. And this is pretty cool. You still get to play some ball. You can finish your season. You said, was it tomorrow night or
Saturday?
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were in an invitational tournament, really well-run tournament out of Tewksbury, and it's been fun. It's been a little less stressful. Kind of everybody plays a little more equally.
Yep.
But the guys are still trying to win, and we might not be as serious about it as we were because it's supposed to be fun. But we're in the finals against a team that hasn't given up a run in 3 games. So I suspect Saturday night we'll have some more fun, and we'll kind of try to go out with the bang.
Absolutely. Can you guys stick around for one more segment? We'll do some rapid fire, some kind of random questions with the kids here when we get back. Very good. Again, this is the Amesbury Little Leaguers who finish up their season this weekend. They made a great Williamsport run, going to the District 15, right? District 15 championship, which is my old division too. The District 15 championship title game, which is as you've kind of been learning here, an incredibly long run and a lot of winning. Let's put it that way. So these guys are going to stick around for one more segment. We will do that. This is Coach Greg Genualdo and the rest of his gang. Again, I'm not going to remember all the names, so won't even try. But keep it here. We'll do one more segment with these guys when we get back. It is Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Keep it here.
I can't seem to shake off this haze. It's like I am the young one now, and I've lost my way. And you remind me that the world is full of grays, and fairies visit us in the house that you made. And I remember now there is no time or place, and that only love remains. I walk from room to room, from door to door, trying to figure out what it was I'm looking for. And I know it won't be gone for long. Still each passing hour is 10,000 songs. You remind me that the world is full of grace, and angels dance above the beds where you lay. And I remember now there is no time or place, that only love remains. Only love remains.
Guidelines. Here's what you need to do since time began. Find something diamond rare or carbon cheap, it's all the same, and love it all you can. It should be.
All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Thank you for joining us on a overcast and sometimes rainy Thursday afternoon here. It has been a weird weather week, a lot of rain. Rain's not usually good for baseball as the Amebury Little Leaguers are in the house. You guys have any rain delays or rainouts during this whole remarkable run you had?
No.
Hey, Reese, what happens when it rains?
We don't get wet.
We don't get wet. It's like the "mine never rains" on the golf course saying. But what's
Weather app
the?
says baseball.
What'd you say?
Do you know-
Oh, I thought
no, I said weather app says baseball, so there's no rain in the forecast. We'll show
excellent.
up and
Try telling the Red Sox that last night in
right.
Baltimore.
Right.
A terrible rain delay, up 5-0, huh? That would annoy me very much.
Yes.
So you guys obviously made this great run, District 15, for those of you just joining us, and hello to everybody watching on the television and streaming. You're seeing a lot of red in the building today. These are the Amebury Little Leaguers who made the great run to the District 15 title, talk of the town for a while. We went through and met a lot of these guys earlier, but let's do that again. Let's do name and position again, and then I'll ask you guys each some random questions you can answer, all right?
My name's Aiden Donovan, and I play third base.
All right, third baseman. So, where do you hit in the lineup? First of all, let's keep it there for a second. Aiden, where do you hit in the lineup usually?
I hit sixth.
You hit sixth, all right. So you're like the Xander Bogarts of the team. No, keep it here, keep it here. I'm not done with him yet. All right, favorite, let's go oddball questions here. What's the favorite movie for you, Aiden?
I really don't have a favorite, just comedy movies.
Comedy movies, all right. Favorite food to eat?
your mother's listening. Careful.
All right, salad.
Did you guys do like team pizza parties and that sort of stuff?
No.
That's more of an older guy kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a high school level thing. You
Well,
guys
all the
keep
games were late, so like we
Oh,
really
yeah.
couldn't do stuff after the games. 'Cause all
Yeah.
the games were at 7:30 in Beverly. It felt like, so by the time we get home, we need to go to bed.
Was that the old Harry Ball field there? Or that's still there?
Because then we'd have a game the next day, and then
Right.
we'd actually have to get like a rest.
All right, number 9 here down low. What was your name again?
Hunter Belial, and I play right field.
All right, what was the best part about this particular squad?
Knowing that each other have each other's backs, like, so if you struck out, you just pick them up, and then you'd move on.
All right, favorite pitch to hit? You like the fastball or the off-speed stuff?
I like the fastball.
All right, favorite movie?
Sandlot.
Favorite singer?
I don't have a singer or favorite singer.
Favorite singer? All right, at least you gave a good Sandlot answer.
Yeah.
Very good. Name again?
Drew Sheldoni. I played center field and first base.
Okay, were you just talking about Fortnite, by the way? Was that one of you guys?
Yeah.
Well, that's Fortnite, yeah.
Are all you guys big Fortnite guys?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I
No.
take big dubs.
All right, hang on. Back to you here for a second. You are a big Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
This is all I hear about these days. Is this video game? Is that what
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
a video game.
Okay.
You can
And
play with your friends and stuff.
it's all interactive.
Yeah.
So you can like play with other people.
Yeah.
Do you play with some of your teammates and stuff?
Yeah, teammates and like some younger kids, like the 10-year-olds, and I play 11-year-olds. I play with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of addicting, I hear, huh?
Yeah.
Not really. You just
It is boring.
you just know mom's listening. Good answer. In the middle of the name again.
Drew Sheldoni. I played center field and first base.
All right. Center field. Then you play first base too.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. It's a little bit of a utility guy as well. Let's see. What should I start with you? Let's go. I like the favorite movie question. Let's stay there for a second.
I'm not a big movie guy, but I've watched Sandlot multiple times.
Sandlot's a great movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
That will stand the test of time forever, I think. What favorite singer?
No.
Don't care yet.
What about you country guys? You're a huge country
Well,
guy.
a little bit.
You're a
I
big
mean,
country
it's been
guy?
falling off,
Okay,
but
it's been falling off.
It's been falling off. You get bored with it? Very good. What's your favorite part? What do you like, infield or outfield?
I like both. I mean, they're both really fun.
Center field and first. A lot of different, pretty
Yeah.
different positions, though.
Yeah. First base, probably get the ball more, but like, you only catch the ball. Like outfield, it's a different catch.
You can get on
It's
the
not
highlight
just
reel a
like-
little bit more in center field,
Yeah,
can't you?
yeah.
Well,
But you know what? I'm up to do what's best for the team. so.
nice answer. God, coach's player here. Very good. What? Who do you most like mimic your game after? Are you Jackie Bradley out there? Or are you?
I just play the game. I mean, I watch a
You
lot
got
of.
your own game.
I watch a lot of sports, but I don't really try to be like anyone else. I just hit like how like my batting stance isn't anyone's. Like, I just have my own like batting stance. Like,
Gotcha.
and my batting stance is actually pretty weird.
Next to you here is mimicking your batting
Hands
stance.
are way up here.
Really? You got the who used to do that? Remember Greg Counsell? You remember Greg Counsell?
yeah.
Coach used to do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Maybe Dante Bichette. You guys are like, who are we talking about here?
Yeah.
And real quickly, we'll get to you guys in 1 second. Left or right again. Let's go back to the corner here. I just want to rapid fire with you three that just spoke. Favorite baseball player?
My favorite baseball player are Mookie Betts.
That's probably going to be a popular one.
Aaron Judge.
Was it Aaron Judge?
Oh, get out of here!
I don't know. Can you do that in this neck of the woods?
Ooh, I don't like that one.
I don't
Mike
think,
Trout.
I don't think I like that
I
either.
like
Mike
Mike
Trout.
Trout.
All right, very good. All right, you guys, let's go over here. Name and position again.
My name is Drew Genualdo, and I play left field.
Coach's son, I take it.
Yeah.
Is that weird playing for dad? Probably
No,
done it your whole life,
I've done
but
it literally all my life, so no, it's just kind of what I'm used to.
I used to do that too. Is it? Are you ever like? I don't want to be rude, but are you ever like, Dad? Will you just stop?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, don't pretend like he's not even here. Don't worry about it. But no, that's cool though. It's I always thought it was a pretty rewarding thing having a dad be on the coaching staff.
Oh no, definitely not. The only thing you actually get is a guaranteed number. Other than that, it's 10 times harder.
You get first dibs on the jersey box.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, regular season, you get to know what's happening.
Yeah, that's about it though.
Get to follow the standings a little bit closer.
Little bit, but other than that, it works me 10 times harder. But whatever.
10 times hotter.
Well, maybe not 10 times. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's good. I'm
It's hard to
glad
compare to something I don't know.
you guys have a good relationship, though, I can tell, which is very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball talk in your house, I take it?
Yeah.
Go home watching Red Sox games and that sort of thing, or
Eh.
a little bit? Don't care that
Not
much?
really. I don't really like to watch personally.
Do you guys like watch? Do you guys watch baseball?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I just don't like watching.
I watch
for some
games.
reason. I like playing, just not watching for some reason.
There's
I'm
like-
not really
I know a
sure.
lot of that's a very common answer for a lot of kids your age these days. You watch? How about you? You watch a lot of baseball?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I watch. Yeah, for sure.
little guy mascot baseball? You watch?
Pretty much a lot of the main sports like hockey,
You'd
basketball, football, and baseball. That's probably the only four I actually watch.
Yeah,
Amazing.
What stuff don't you watch, Logan? What's the stuff you don't watch?
Tennis, soccer,
Lacrosse.
lacrosse.
Lacrosse is the absolute worst sport in the world.
You know, it's funny. People love lacrosse. I don't love watching it either, though.
hate it.
I bet it would be fun to play.
No, boring.
Boring to play too. You guys are very stern with your answers. I like that. All right, where were we on the rapid fire? We were here, right?
Yeah.
And it was Drew, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's an easy name for me to remember. So let's do the favorite movie. I'm just curious if you want to say the same one.
You've watched them all.
Yeah.
Grown-ups, you like that?
Yeah, Grown-ups was good.
That's the Will Ferrell one.
Yeah.
it's
No,
Adam Sandler.
it's Adam
Oh,
Sandler.
I said, yeah, okay.
Well, probably the second one's better. I like the second one better than the first one, but yeah.
That's unusual. Favorite food?
Yeah, it is unusual. But probably bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, that's unique.
No vegetables.
No, but I'm kind of with
You
you
have
on
no
that.
idea how many restaurants screw that up every single time.
actually. No, do not put the tomato on my burger. If I
Yes.
wanted the tomato on my burger, I would have asked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yes, I'm allergic to pickles.
It must be a Drew thing. We don't like those sorts of things, I guess. But all right, and favorite music? You got a favorite music? And nobody's into music. You guys don't get pumped up before the game with like music or anything?
I just don't know who writes them. Oh! I just don't know who writes them at all.
Was it Reese in the corner?
Scooby-Doo.
came up with Scooby-Doo. So.
Here, it's Reese, right?
Yeah.
Here, grab that microphone, Reese. Yeah, here, you're the music guy back here. Are you like the team DJ? What's the deal?
No, not really at all. But
That's
so
his dad.
Hunter over there, he came up with Scooby-Doo, and
No, that was so Trevor came up with it.
he
But
did.
Hunter,
I thought
Hunter says
no.
it like all
Like, oh yeah, Hunter always like
mimics
yeah
Scooby-Doo theme song.
Yeah, and
What is the all right, somebody's gonna step up and do it. Or all of you do it.
Why don't we do a group rendition of
Yes,
Scooby-Doo?
love this
No,
idea,
I
Coach.
This is on our pregame pump-up.
All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You're ready and you're... Yeah, okay, good.
I was going to applaud, guys, but I really don't think it was very good. So that's the pregame song.
There's several. There's another. What's the one we do?
Halo 3's theme song. That one.
That was right before we went on the field.
I can-
Halo 3-1. Yeah, we had some good ones. We had some interesting.
All right, so you guys must have been getting some weird looks from opposing teams, I take
Definitely.
it. That was kind of the point of the whole thing.
Yeah, and then before the game, we're not even talking about the game. We're just talking about random things. Like,
Yeah.
and, like we were just talking, and then we're like, we bet Danvers National. Is Danvers National talking about this in the other dugout? No way.
It's impossible, right?
We're just like, we just like don't worry at all. We just
Well, that is good. Probably a good way to loosen up before a game, too. I bet as a coach you didn't mind seeing that there, Coach Genualdo, huh?
No, the days of sitting down and being real serious have long since passed, and so
Yeah.
the looser you are, the better you are. All the preparation's done, the hay's in the barn. It's just time to go have fun and let it hang out. So
Absolutely. Well, good. Who did we miss on the rapid fire? Right in the middle here, right?
Yeah.
24. Name and position again.
My name's Shane Parasola.
I'm gonna grab that mic. Be aggressive with it. You're not gonna break it. Don't worry about it.
My name's Shane Parasola.
Shane Parasol. All right, Shane. What? How about favorite movie?
Sandlot.
Sandlot. There we go. All right, so that's a unanimous winner. Is Sandlot. How about, favorite music for you?
No.
No, really.
No,
It's a couple years away. Favorite food.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Good one. All right. You'll like the high school sports. You get the pasta parties every game. Yeah. That's new. That's news to you guys.
no. I don't like pizza. So
What? Get out of here.
Alright, the only thing Drew likes is pasta,
mac and cheese.
Macaroni.
Hang on.
and
You
cereal.
got the microphone now. Go ahead. You have something to say.
So the only thing that Drew likes is mac and cheese, cereal, watermelon, and chocolate milk, and Nutella sandwiches. Anything that has cheese, sugar.
I mean, if it is cheese,
All right, grab the mic, Drew.
Besides pizza,
Every-
the only thing cheese. No, I just hate pizza.
Really?
It's not a good. No.
That's like I can't even get my head around that.
No, I just don't like it.
Well, there you go. Maybe in a few years. You don't get like sick by it, do you?
No, I just don't.
You just
I
don't like it.
dislike it.
Mind-boggling.
That's sad.
It is sad. Who said that? You said that? It's exactly right. It's very sad. Logan, right?
Yeah.
Logan, here. Logan, take the microphone again. How'd you become the team mascot? How did this work out?
I don't know.
He's never been it.
Basically every game.
You kept showing up.
I think it was every game, right?
Yeah, I didn't go to one game.
Yeah, because you had your own game, right?
No.
there's a few little brothers that kind of. I mean, that was one of the awesome things, and it's not just Logan. We had a bunch of little guys across the league, whether they were younger brothers or not, that came and watched, and they would sit there at the fence, and you wonder what they're taking in,
Yeah.
but they're taking it all in. And so even after our district season was over, when we were practicing for other tournament, the kids ran a practice for the young guys, and the young guys literally were just slack-jawed and in awe of their bigger brothers, whether it was their actual brothers or brothers in the league. And that was one of the things these guys did great. And there was a lot of guys like Logan who really just took in the environment, and they want their piece of the historical chain someday to have their turn and to further on the legacy of these guys. And I know they all took it in, and Logan's kind of he's very emblematic of all the younger kids in the league, and very excited to be around these guys whenever he can.
Excellent, Logan. Are you also a bit of a dirt dog? You have the dirtiest hat out of all the hats in this room here. Diving all over.
I'm a catcher, so
There you go. Is that no catcher in the house here, huh?
I caught a little bit.
Yeah,
Same with
bit?
Hunter.
Yeah, we both
So-
got
But
Not much.
no, like 2 innings. In the
Will was like the only one that
When you were
really got.
warming up, remember?
Will was,
caught like
I
you
caught
caught
for
like
like 3 pitches against Trevor. It was bad.
Just say that again.
Yeah, I caught for like 3 pitches like in pregame because the catcher was still getting dressed, and against Trevor it was bad.
During warm-ups, it didn't go well?
You know. I didn't get hurt, but it was. I still didn't like it.
Your dad was like, you know what? I don't think we're gonna put you back there if you don't mind. What when it comes? So who's pitching on this out of this group again? Who do we have for pitchers?
Hunter.
Was our closer. He's probably the biggest pitcher within this group.
Gotcha. So you two on the end.
No, I did not pitch.
Yeah, we had.
So you guys on the end. Hunter was, which one's Hunter again?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, okay. Hunters, what's the, how many pitches do you throw at your age? What's the 12-year-old throwing?
What, for like max, like 85?
No, but as far as, like, do you throw a changeup, curveball?
Oh, change-up and fastball. That's all I really need.
I was hoping that was the answer. You keeping them away from the curveball,
There's
coach?
a couple kids, so the kids that know how to properly do it, we're not allowed to do it in the regular season.
Oh, there's actually a band now?
In our there's not a Little League band. Our Little League bands it in the regular season. And then our kind of guideline is if a kid knows how to properly throw it and we're calling it and we know when we're calling it and how many times we're calling it and if their arm slot's right, we'll let them throw it. And some kids did it pretty effectively. I'd prefer they throw change-ups because I think that's kind of more effective at this level. But if a kid's going to have proper arm mechanics and we can control when they throw it and how much, then we're okay with it.
Gotcha. Hunter, what's it like taking the ball in front of all those people in a big District 15 tournament game?
It's just fun. Like, I remember when we beat Denver 6-0, I came in, like, Trevor pitched, like, an almost complete game. All I had to do was get 2 outs. Just exciting to get, like, the last 2 outs.
A lot of pressure there to clean that up quickly, isn't there? Guy pitches a good 5 innings in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and obviously you...
5 a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that?
5 1/3.
5 1/3?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hunter's being very humble. He came in a couple different games. Our first game was at home on our home field, and it was extra innings, and we had run out of pitchers, and you got to line up your pitchers for the next couple of days. And he came in front of, I don't know, that was the biggest crowd I ever saw at our field. I don't know about you guys, but there was like a sea of red all the way around the field.
No, it wasn't even.
And it was a huge game, and it was extra innings, and he came in and slammed the door, and then he did it.
I don't think it. I think.
No, it was him.
No, it was him.
No, it wasn't
No.
extra innings.
Because they played Enter
yes, it
Sandman
was.
when he walked in.
Chewy pitched after Trevor, and then
he
he came in.
Yeah, and then he did it again against Danvers National.
Yeah, he came in right after he got hit by a pitch. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. So in the first game, that's right. We knew he was coming into pitch, and he got drilled in, I think, the knee.
Yeah.
And he had to come out of the game.
Cute.
Shane went in to pinch run, and wound up scoring the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th that game. And then we didn't think we had a pitcher. We didn't know what he was doing. All of a sudden, he comes up to me and says, "I can pitch if you need." And then I thought he was dead over there in the dugout, and he came in and sucked it up. But that's he's a hockey guy. That's the kind of guy he is. He's one of the toughest guys I know. So
because I remember
physically.
he tried to walk down first base and it just didn't work.
It just stung for
Yeah, there's no protection there in the knee, right?
No.
Yeah.
What's the so you said you throw how hard was it?
He
throws pretty hard.
Yeah.
He throws pretty hard. We don't have the gun on
No
purpose,
gun?
Yeah.
but
Wow.
he throws pretty hard.
All right, and you get the circle change going? How do you throw it?
I mean, usually I just throw fastballs because that works.
That usually works, yeah. What's the how do you throw the change up just for the little leaguer?
Like a 3-finger.
The 3-finger?
Yeah, across the 2 seams.
Gotcha. You got good control of it?
Decent.
Better.
You just throw it.
Yeah.
I mean, just throw it.
Who calls the does coach call all the pitches for you guys or?
Right.
My dad
Yeah.
calls the pitches.
Okay.
Which was one of the assistant coaches.
Gotcha. Do you ever shake them off?
No, you can't.
You can't.
They're not allowed.
Not allowed to do that.
You can rerun the pitch.
Sometimes I fake shake.
Yeah,
The
so
what?
we had a little wristband that the coach would call a number, the catcher would look on his wristband, and one of the things we did was we had the fake shake. So there'd be a sign from the catcher, and the pitcher would signal no, and then it'd be like a fastball inside. The kid would think a curveball's coming. That was pretty effective.
That is, yeah, I would think
Yeah,
that
it was
would
Coach
be.
Sheldoni that called the pitches. He did it. It's funny because it's hard to do that every pitch in intense games, every game. And there's sometimes he just look at me and go, "What now?" When the kid had a couple hits in a row, and But he really took the lead on that, and he did an awesome job.
Obviously did. So you guys, again, we're here with the Amebury Little Leaguers. These guys made a great run to the District 15 title game, and it's been a long, long summer of winning baseball for these guys. And they finish it up this weekend with a tournament in Tewksbury. How do you guys feel as a group? I bet you guys all go on to Babe Ruth now, I'm guessing. You probably all play.
Yeah.
That's usually the case at... but how do you guys feel about... leaving behind. You guys have kind of turned a tide now for Amesbury as far as like a winning culture, where maybe you've made like the next group of 11-year-olds kind of believers. You know what? Hey, maybe we can do that for next year. That must be a pretty cool feeling, huh?
I mean, Amesbury doesn't do this often, so you know, to be part of the group that did it, it was really special, and I enjoyed it. Yeah. But
it's not an easy thing to do. I do understand that, but I think you'll remember it forever, though.
Oh yeah. I know I will. And then Coach had everyone sign a ball. Like yesterday, we had a game.
14 was it? 16?
There was 16 balls. Every coach and every player got a ball signed by every player.
And what's that for?
It's just to have, just to remember.
Just to remember, cool.
From last season, I still have mine stuffed in my bag.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is cool. And the you know, when you get to the, like we talked about earlier, you know, your coach and me, we still talk with a lot of the kids that we played Williamsport ball with, and it seems like I talk about it quite often. I mean, not daily, but I mean, we'll remember specifics from games. Remember that game at Beverly, Harry Ball, when Kevin hit the game-winning double in the gap, and like we remember specific plays, you know, and it's crazy. I'm sure you guys will remember that stuff too.
It's a really magical time. Like, you know, they're very mature. It's a magical time for them because
like little adults here.
Yeah, they're 12, 13 years old, and they're becoming very mature competitors.
Yep.
And it's really like, you know, it's not little kid baseball. They get fired up, they're into it, they're playing well, they're playing hard, but you know, they're 12 and they're friends and they play Scooby-Doo and they play Fortnite and they make fun of each other and they bust each other's chops, and it's a wonderful time in your life. And you know, these guys, you ask the question to them about the legacy they left behind. I'm not 1,000,000% sure they can conceptualize that, because I don't think they realize exactly what they accomplished. They know it was special.
Yep.
I think as time goes on, they'll appreciate it even more, and it'll kind of grow in importance as they get older, so that they have those great memories 20 years from now.
And boys, how about the sacrifice from Coach there, huh? The double sessions practices all summer and putting up with you guys all summer long. Huh? A little applause for Coach, huh? Yep, there you go. Who wants to say the nice word about Coach here? I think we're going to eliminate you because he's your dad. Yeah. who jumps in here? You've been you got the nice loud mouth going today. What was the best thing about Coach?
What?
What was the best thing about Coach?
You know, he was always into it. He would never like, you know, go like away. He would never just like doze off or anything, like not actually fall asleep, obviously.
Yeah, like, always keeping you guys focused.
He'd always keep us focused. He'd always keep us like together. Just
it seems like he kept it fun for you guys too, which if you stop having fun out there, it can be a long summer, and usually a pretty short summer because you probably lost.
And then by the end of the year, we started doing like home derbies and practice and stuff, which was fun. And like, so he kept us fun during practice, and it wouldn't just be like, and to me, baseball's not boring ever, but
I'm with you on that one.
Like
some people might feel different, so I don't know.
Most of those people don't understand the game.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I'm just kidding, Drew. You say, I know you probably jab at your dad a lot, but what's your favorite thing about your dad coaching ball? Look at him. He's going to sell this. Like, he's going to think really hard.
I don't know. I'm pretty much never late.
Pretty much never late. That's fantastic. You got a timely coach too. Well, Coach, this has been a lot of fun, and thank you for dedicating your time. I don't think people realize how much work goes into it. I know you're modest about it, and obviously you had a great time with these kids. But it is a big commitment coaching Williamsport this deep into the summer, and I know you haven't had a chance to get away too much, but what a great group of guys you got. Any final words about the boys here before we sign off?
No, just like, first of all, thank you to you guys for having us on. And I know the Newburyport News had us in the paper all the time. They didn't have to do that. To the communities that supported us so incredibly during our run.
All the some rival communities too, right?
Yeah,
they end up
there were
backing
people
you,
from other towns that were there, and you know, the families that kind of bought into what we were selling and allowed the opportunity for these guys, the assistant coaches and everybody in the league, and most of all, you know, these I'm incredibly humbled and grateful, and you know, this was an experience of a lifetime for me too, personally, and the journey that we took with these guys, I'll remember forever. I hope they remember forever. All he wanted to do was give them a great experience, and they bought in, and they're a tremendous group of kids. I don't care if it's baseball, I don't care if it's another sport, or I don't care if it's just in life. They're all going to be incredibly successful, and no matter what they choose to do. So I'm grateful to them.
Absolutely. Very good stuff. And are you guys going to watch it through to the end? You're going to watch the Williamsport tournament on ESPN and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Can't get enough of that stuff?
No, it's so cool seeing all these, seeing the like cool kids and knowing that we were a part of that same tournament. And even though we didn't get that far, we still competed in the same tournament as they were in.
Well, what's the number when you get to your championship game and you ended up getting farther than like 70% of the country did, right? Or something like that. It's a big number.
Yep.
But so yeah, it'll be fun. So you'll all be watching, I guess, to see the tournament through. Nothing better than Williamsport baseball. I remember always watching it. Guys, let's say goodbye one more time. I want everybody's name again one more time. Let's go left to right.
My name's Aiden Donovan, and I play third base.
There you go.
My name's Hunter Belial, and I play right field.
Logan. My name is Logan Genualdo, and
you just keep showing up.
My name's Drew Sheldoni, and I played center field and first base.
My name is Shane Parasol. I play backup center field.
My name is Drew Genualdo, and I played left field.
My name is Reese Chazowski, and I played left field.
All right, we got everybody. Coach Genualdo, congratulations on a great run. Boys, congratulations. It was a pleasure meeting you guys, and I'm glad we made it work, all right?
Thanks, buddy.
All right, everybody's wave to the camera and say goodbye.
Hey.
All right, we'll be back to wrap up Afternoon Drive here in just a moment. Keep it here. My name is Drew Moholland. It is Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio.
Take my hand, step out of time. Take my hand, step out of time. Out of time. Out of time. Out of time.
Scared for a while, so I took my time, and I couldn't resist that smile. So now for you I'll make these rhymes. So write this down, I won't say it twice. You take my the sea. I will sweep you off your feet. No, I don't need a reason to care. To my ears, your voice is so sweet. To my eyes, no one can compare. So write this down, I won't say it twice. You take my breath away. You give me more than I can take. Your beauty, it captivates me. Let's let
You put your best laid plans in your pocket when love called your name. How many more times you've forgotten to come inside when it starts to rain? Come inside when it starts to rain. Feels like the road's gonna end.
All right, welcome on back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland, and well, that was a lot of fun talking with the Newburyport Little Leaguers there. We're in Newburyport, the Amesbury Little Leaguers. I hope you enjoyed that. Coach Greg Genualdo and his boys. A lot of good guys right there, and we were able to get them all into the camera shot for those of you watching on TV. But a good little radio interview right there, talking with the Williamsport guys. That tournament, folks, you heard us talk about it several times, but it is a very, very hard tournament. Those teams that end up getting to Williamsport and playing on ESPN and all that stuff, they have to win like an incredible amount of games, like almost on a daily basis, at least every other day, all summer long. So the run that they made to get to the District 15 championship is pretty incredible. And then it's kind of cool. You end up kind of rooting for the team that end up beating you. I think. I don't think I actually asked that question because I didn't want to dwell on it about the team that beat them. But the Danvers Nationals are the team now that is kind of representing Danvers District 15. So they're making the run, and these Amesbury guys are sure rooting for them to make a run all the way to Williamsport, which I don't think a team from really around here has done in a long time. Like I said, you get like the one New England representative. So it is interesting, and it's a great tournament, and that obviously was a great group of guys. I was not kidding when I said that I still talk about that tournament run with my guys. We were 12 years old, and that was 20 years ago. So these kids just created memories for a lifetime, which is pretty cool. Again, congratulations to Coach Greg Genualdo and his Amesbury Little Leaguers. And unfortunately, I just sent them out of the building, and it completely started downpouring on them. So we get some rain in Newburyport right now. The weekend looks like it might get a little bit better. I think we're going to have a little bit of sun tonight, actually, believe it or not, even though it's downpouring right now. So it looks a little bit like a decent Thursday night. Should get that Red Sox game in tonight. They're back at home first, the Orioles, so hopefully they play. I think the Red Sox are pretty much sick of rain after that weekend in Baltimore, so hopefully that ends up being the case. They can play that game tonight, and I think the weekend I saw tomorrow, decent in the afternoon, Saturday maybe some rain, or I'm not sure. Friday looked like some rain in the morning at least, maybe some scattered thunderstorms, but hopefully it can turn into a decent Friday and maybe even a decent weekend. So we'll see. You never really know around here, especially with these kind of weird summer storms popping up. The week of pop-up thunderstorms is what you kept hearing on all the news stations. So interesting week in that regard. But this is it for the week for us. Thank you all for joining us here. We've had a fun Thursday show here with the Amesbury Little Leaguers. It was good to get them on. We had that little miscommunication Tuesday, so I promised I didn't want to have depressed kids and all upset about not being on the radio and on the television. So it was good that we got them in the house today. I really enjoyed it. It was worth the wait. So thank you for being here for that. And next week, I'm not exactly sure who we're going to have in at the moment. I think I have one of the two shows booked, so Tuesday and Thursday. I won't give them away right now, though. Let's get to the weekend, get through the weekend, enjoy it, be safe, have fun, and take it easy. I'm going to head into the Red Sox game tonight again, hoping they play it, but that's where I'm off to. So everybody, enjoy your weekend. Thank you again so much. We appreciate the support. The Twitter handle is @Joppa Afternoons, @Joppa, Joppa Afternoons. Big thanks to David Kramer, our TV producer today, and Madeline Clement. Madeline behind us. You can wave. Madeline, you in there? Get in the shot. Wave. There's the hand. Hello, there's Madeline. Thank you so much. First time producing our show today for Madeline. So thank you very much to her. She got a big one with the whole Amebury Little Leaguers in here. So my name is Drew Moholland. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. It has been Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio.